So we're here today with Vicki Escarra, and she is on the board of directors and the CEO of Opportunity International, an organization that is near and dear to our hearts, and one that we have a wonderful partnership with through our Make a Change program. And I think one of the reasons why it's such a perfect blend for our business is because we really are about making a difference for women. And that's what Opportunity International is all about. Indeed. And so we're just so pleased that we get to partner with you in this way.
Thank you, Kimberly. It's an honor and a privilege to have a chance to work side by side with you. Give a big shout out to all of our CAbi girls who are partnering with Opportunity entrepreneurs to make the world a better place. So great being with you today.
Entrepreneurialism is a real theme in our business because each of our CAbi consultants are in a sense entrepreneurs, and they're in business for themselves, but we always say they're not in business by themselves. We come alongside them. And in a way, your business model is very similar.
Just because a woman is living in India or in Rwanda or in the Philippines and has limited access to capital doesn't mean that she's not talented. It doesn't mean she doesn't have drive to have a better life for herself, her children, and her world. And so what we know through providing women that we work with, 5 million, with a little capital, a portfolio of services like loans and savings and insurance, and then training, that we can not only create a job for this woman who otherwise would not have access to a job, but we also can help walk with her and transform her life.
Do you find that they actually not only impact their families, but that even entire communities?
Without question. So a quick story. I was in Rwanda in February, and one of my favorite clients, her name's Beata, and I wear her bracelets all the time.
Is this one of them?
Yep. Oh. So she does jewelry. She now employs
Those are cool.
20 people that are working with her. And she's been a client for 15 years. But she was a survivor of the genocide 20 years ago.
Wow.
Her next door neighbors that she'd known all of her life came in and murdered her husband and 2 of her children, a baby that was on her shoulders. And so Beata went through a period of real depression, as you can imagine.
Oh, devastating.
But she had the drive to see beyond her current situation and started creating this business of making jewelry. And as I said, now employs many people. And the thing that's so fascinating and fabulous about interviewing this woman is she talks about how people in her community view her as a leader of the community. Not only around reconciliation, which is a focus of forgiveness, but also a business person. And so that's what we're all about, is walking hand in hand with our entrepreneurs.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
We talk a lot about beauty in our company. I do know that beauty is so much more than what we put on our bodies or how we do up our hair and face.
Right.
How does that translate in the world that you're in, where they're in survival mode in some areas, or they're women trying to provide for their families? And where does beauty come into play there, if at all?
Well, it certainly does. So when we first meet these women, they won't look at you in the eye. And then as they begin to build their business, they'll start to look up, and as they get more training, they'll start to, look more confident. They're directing things. They're, and they're empowered. And so there is real beauty in people having ownership of their lives. And you can see it in their eyes. It's something you never forget when you look right into the eyes of someone who knows the power of making their own way. And that, to me, is the real beauty about the work we do.
What would you say to women if they wanted to make a difference? How would they how do you start?
We all can make a difference. I think you have to find what you're passionate about, whether it is breast cancer awareness or Alzheimer's or poverty in the world or making a better way for women that are working in the developing world. So everyone has an opportunity to take their time and talent and treasure and make a difference, either by giving to their favorite charity or investing time or doing other things. So there is something to do, but it's really first and foremost identifying what you care about.
I really am curious, what do you think is more important, time or financial resources?
I think it depends upon the person. So for me, when I was an executive at Delta, I didn't have any time.
Yep.
I had kids, a husband, and a big job. And so at that particular juncture in my life, giving financially enriched my life. And that's all I could do. But I think as women enter different junctures in their life, intersecting into the nonprofit world by giving intellectually and investing their heart and their mind is equally beneficial.
Truly, thank you so much for this time and for sharing your heart, your experience, and we are honored to be a part of what Opportunity International is doing around the world in women's lives, so thank you.
And you know, Kimberly, on behalf of the 5 million women that we work with every day, I thank you and all the CAbi girls for the chance to love and serve together. You all are so awesome. Thank you so much.